Okay, in this step, we're going to be automating our sprinkler. So we're adding an IoT creator node called Scheduler, which allows us to turn something on an automated schedule. And if we connect it to our sprinkler, it'll turn our sprinkler on. So the scheduler node is a node that contains a variable called schedules, and that holds what dates and times we want to perform an action. It's also aware of time zones, and it's also aware of the start time global variable that we've set for our automatic sprinkler. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add the scheduler node onto my workflow, and I'll double click it and just confirm that there's nothing really here for me to edit. This is a subflow, so I'm going to click done. And then I'm going to connect some nodes to the input of my scheduler, and these nodes will act as triggers. And so we're going to connect time picker, and we're also going to connect the time zone dropdown. Now these connections are acting as triggers, meaning that when something comes through here and changes, then we want it to trigger this scheduler subflow. It's not passing any data explicitly into the scheduler, it's just triggering it to start. And the reason that we want to start if a user changes the time zone or changes the automatic start time is because this node uses that information in those global variables. So anytime this changes, we want to make sure that we run through this again to refresh and pick up those changes. So with the scheduler connected and being updated whenever the time zone or the automatic start time is changed, I'm now going to connect the output to the sprinkler on. So whenever the scheduler says to turn on, it will pass a trigger to the node that turns that sprinkler on. And then lastly, I'm going to add a debug node to my workflow and connect it. And so now I click deploy. Go to my dashboard. Let's see if I can get this in time. I did not. Let's go for 2:57. And with the magic of editing, at 2:57, my sprinkler is on and running.